Hello friends, welcome to Acharya 90 FM, your own radio. We have in our guest interview today, we have invited Chinmaya Yuva Kendra's youth here. So we have with us Rutvij, Gaurav with me, and Yamini. I welcome all of you all to our Acharya 90 FM radio station. So as you know friends, Chinmaya Yuva Kendra organizes various cultural activities, and one part is they are presenting a play which is called Dharmayoddha Vidyaranya, and it's happening in the two places. One is on 29 July. It's happening in Birla Matoshri in New Marine Lines, Bombay, and the second one is happening on 30th July in the Fine Arts Society of Chembur. So we will be knowing about this play and what is the play exactly, why it has been organized by Chinmaya Kendra. So I think we shall start with Gaurav. Gaurav, could you please share what is the play exactly?
Yeah. Sure. So thanks. Happy to be here. So basically, this play is about the title is Dharmayoddha Vidyaranya, and here Swami Vidyaranya was a scholar, kingmaker, you can say, and also a saint in South India, and it's based on his life and the scale that he is able to impact our dharmic culture. So it's how he inspired Harihara and Bukka. So the character that I am playing is Harihara, who's a king, who's a general, and then later on a king under the guidance of Swami Vidyaranya. So it's about also knowing our own history in the right way, in the right perspective. It's based on solid research of 3 years by Swami Swatman and also Dr. Aravind. So it's not someone's opinion, it's actually based on facts. And I feel it gives a much needed backing, like a foundation for our youth who will find a grounding in their own culture and their own country, and they'll feel proud of belonging to this civilization.
Okay. So I think Yamini, you can also share something, right? Regarding the play,
So, Swami Vidyaranya is a family man. He just not only took his own responsibilities, he also thought for the country. He also fought for the country. He inspired the Sangama brothers, who were Harihara and Bukka, and the 3 others, to fight against Islamic forces. That's all right.
Okay. But it speaks about exactly is there the history part of any empire, any kingdom, or is as such?
Yes. So the empire which was inspired by Swami Vidyaranya was the Vijayanagar Empire, with the capital being Hampi.
Okay.
And this lasted for 200 to 250 years. This was a very strong example of what a Vedic empire based on dharmic principles would look like. So in modern history we can say.
And what is the need of this play? As you all are presenting, you must be knowing there should be some motive behind performing this play. If anybody can.
Sure, thank you. So I feel that when we look at the future and our aspirations for the future, most of that is rooted in the foundations of our history. And if you see today, you see a lot of disillusionment among the youth because of their lack of strong cultural roots. And that is what, and even we, when we came together to create this play, to come together to portray this play in front of the people, we realized that we also had a lot of misconceptions. To bust some of these myths, to take the pride of our Hindu culture to the masses and to make the youth aware of where our cultural roots and foundations are laid is what the primary aspiration of this play is. And if we can get that message across to the people, I think that is what we aspire to do.
Yeah, and whenever we go to Hampi, the tourist guides also, they say it's a Vijayanagar dynasty. They mention that, but actual history is not portrayed. Now after our discussion, then only I came to know what is the story behind. So they don't portray what actually had happened. We don't go to read books much now.
Right.
Our youth generation doesn't go to much of reading and doing research and all. But we listen to the stories what the guides tells us.
Yes.
So I think you all are depicting what is happening through the play, what actually had happened in the history, right?
Yes. So I feel that's important to have to listen from the right sources, right? So I feel the guides they have a certain restriction on them, so they cannot say, and I feel having an unbiased opinion which is based on research, and it's presented in a manner which is attractive to the youth. So theater is something which you can relate much better than if you just read a book. If you see it happening in front of your eyes, you know, it's more real for you. And this play is not serious only, so it has all rasas, all the emotions, and there's fights, there's also the camaraderie between two brothers, and there's also how journey of a young boy to a man, as in Swami Vidyaranya, and then to a leader. So it's something which will not entertain everyone. So it will entertain everyone, and it will also leave you with a message. So we, as during this play, as Rutvik said, we learned a lot about our own culture as well. So it was educational, not only in the sense of acting, but also knowing about what the reality was.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm more curious about your particular character, the king you're playing. So could you brief on that, please?
Of course. So I'm playing King Harihara, or Hakka. So and basically it was we were initially generals in the army of King Pratap Rudra. Fought for him for a few battles until he was defeated, and then we moved and we fought in the army of King Devaraya. Again fought for him against the invading forces till he was defeated. So, and eventually the journey of our evolution, as in we are growing as individuals, also understanding our place and our duties and dharma, as you say, not in the religious sense, but also in what is right for us to do at this point in time. And eventually, under the guidance of Swami Vidyaranya, we are encouraged to come back to our dharmic fold and then create our own empire based on Vedic practices, where people are free to practice whatever they wanted.
Yeah. Rutvik, tell me about your character and what is your role in the play.
Sure. So, Swami Vidyaranya, in his brahmachari or his school days, used to be called Madhavacharya. So, I am one of his early gurus, mentors, acharyas at that time. So, my character name is Swami Bharti Tirtha, one of the characters that I play. And there he sees the passion in a young Madhavacharya, where typically the aspirations of people of that age in the school time used to be great poets, to be into philosophy. He was so passionate about first creating a change in the society, and over his personal aspirations of what he wanted to become, he wanted to first create that transformation, harbinger of positive change in the society first. So that comes alive at that stage, and I'm one of his early mentors. Another character that I play looks at how a deity which was hidden away under the onslaught of invaders, 60 years later when it is rediscovered, what the joy it brings to a free city is. I'm one of those characters, so I play these two characters.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, Yamini, please share your character.
I play the role of a character called Romi. She is basically a student, and she reads history from invaders' point of view and the Britishers' point of view. And it's not factually narrated. So it's like it has got a lot of false accusations and all. So when she reads, so she hates that culture, she hates a lot of things about her religion, and she thinks that the kings were not brave enough to fight against the invaders. And her views have been contradicted by another role called as Dr. Rao or Vijaya Rao. She's an archaeologist, and she tries to clear out the misconceptions which the history had shown and how the people were. And when she tries to question, she gets the answers from that person, and she gradually transforms. So this is just not a play about a person called Vidyaranya, Harihara, Bukka. It's about the views which we all have today.
So what I feel is your character helps contextualize it to modern day and make it applicable to the youth today. And your views, how you express them, are the views of many of the youth, and they were my views as well at some point. So I can really relate to when you with Dr. Romi are like the Sutradhars. They're taking us through the story.
They're narrating the story.
They're narrating the story, but also
Narada.
Yeah,
She's the Narada of the
She is.
day.
But they are making it relevant to today's times. So.
Okay, great. And I would ask you one question: that how you're marketing the play, how you're publishing your play, as we are the media partners, so we are trying our best to promote this play. But how from your end you're promoting the play?
So yeah, first of all, we are very gracious that we are invited to Acharya FM.
Yeah.
And the other mediums, of course, we are using social media, and we are on Book My Show.
Okay.
So, and we as Chinmaya Mission, we have our own ashrams. Like so, we have one in Powai, and yeah, through that medium. Mostly we are doing it.
Yeah, could you just reveal the rates of the tickets?
Sure.
Yeah.
So the tickets vary from 300 up to 3,000, and there are 2 venues, so depends on which venue you choose. The rates will be so.
And how can our listeners if they want to see the play, how can they connect with you all? That you can share, please.
So one is that you can I can give you a phone number which you can call. That is 2281 4646, and another one is 2284 2288 4646.
Okay.
So these 2 numbers you can book tickets on, but I would say Book My Show is the best
option.
approach. Yeah.
I just want to add to that, right? So it is said that history is written by the victors. If you want an unbiased, uncolored perspective of history, which is based totally on facts and not on perspectives, please do come watch this show. I'm sure you'll go away with a lighter heart and a heavier head, because you'll go with a lot of teachings and principles that we as part of the cast walk away with.
And definitely it's a different story, because Hampi's story we were not knowing, and who is as you said, who is Swami Swatmananda and who is Swami Swapnananda, we were not knowing. And we know only Chanakya, we know some of the Maharashtrian saints like Gnaneshwara and all, but we don't know much about South, so we should know what they have also done, what they have contributed, right?
So and this is interesting because in Bangalore or Karnataka, this Harihara and book are very popular.
Okay.
So this was news to me as well, and there a lot of people have grown up hearing their story. There were comics on them and some series as well. So in the north, it's not come up that much, but I feel it's not about south and north. It's about our Indic tradition.
It's a tradition, culture.
It's about our Bharatiya kings and our it's based on dharmic principles which are indigenous. So that's how I would say.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll take a short break here, and we will join with some other actors also in this play. We'll taking a short break. Keep listening, Acharya 90 FM. Your own train. Thank you.
Acharya 90 FM, 90 FM.
After the break, we are listening Acharya 90 FM, your own radio, and we have a team of theatre. We have a team of Chinmaya Yuva Kendra. They will be presenting a drama which is called Dharmayoddha Vidyaranya. So now we have 2 more actors with us. One is Vibin and Simpi. I welcome both of you all, and Gaurav has joined from the start. So I think we shall ask Vibin about his character and what are you playing, what is the role you're playing?
Yeah. So, as mentioned earlier by Gaurav, that there are actually 2 kings who was found owner of this whole empire, and that is Khaka and Bukka. So I have played the role of Bukka. The actual name is called Bukka Raya, but people call him it's like pet name. They call him Bukka.
Okay.
So the character is very interesting because modern day, you need if I'm what do you call it, we part of corporate career we are currently right now, we go through a lot of things in our corporate life itself, if a small issue happened, we get more what you call very dejected.
Yeah.
Like, "Arey, my boss has scolded me. Arey, this happened. That my appraisal is not." A lot of, corporate conflicts happens in daily life. But this character, Buka and Hakka, they are actually so brave. You just imagine they're like a person who is like
Rama Lakshmana.
Huh.
They are very good bonding.
Exactly. But imagine two people who are being caught, who don't have any options which is in front of them. They are just locked in a room and they don't know how to move ahead, what's there, because they don't have anyone to connect with. They don't know what to do next. And these two people, actually, the courage which take up, the bravery with which they actually take up those situations and go ahead, because they have this one vision in mind to save their motherland. So that is the vision. So as we talk like freedom fighters, when we all learned history in our school, mostly we spoke about what freedom fighters, they have fought for our freedom. But there are a lot of leaders who were before the British period who also have fought for the freedom, but there it is freedom of our own culture, because the invaders came and attacked our own culture. So that is one thing which these people are so passionate about, that they want to they wanted to fight against the invaders who came up and trying to take up their freedom, to practice their own culture, their dharma. So these characters, something which actually shows each one of us in this present life also how we actually deal with the situations in every day. So it gives an inspiration, like we say, Swami Vivekananda has actually given a lot of knowledge to us and in that situation, and a lot of freedom fighters who suffer same way, they are also in Hakka Buka are also become our inspiration, once we understand what they have gone through. Exactly. So this is something which I feel even before starting research on this project, we were also not aware who was Hakka and Buka. Even I have also been to Hampi. I'd love to go solo trip, and I went to Hampi just to explore what the history is about. And there also most of them, when I went over, they speak about Vijayanagara. Krishna Devaraya, but I am not aware what exactly, but I could actually explore a lot of places. But then after understanding what exactly, who was the great scholar behind that whole Vijayanagara empire, and the kings who was actually mentored under the scholar, it creates a goosebumps basically. So after understanding the story, I actually went and checked my photos, the Hampi photo which I took solo. Everywhere I explored, so it's that is itself giving goes, okay, this is where the character was born. And once we also it's a first time I'm getting into a theater, and when you understand that, feel that place, and then get into character, it's altogether goosebumps. So we actually feel that we will be able to give it to the audience also who come and watch us, and this is something which is really going to inspire who are the people who are going to come and watch us live.
So sounds interesting, and I like to ask you about how you got associated with this play, and where did you do the rehearsals, and how long you have been rehearsing this play.
So we are part of Chinmaya Yuva Kendra, which is the youth wing of Chinmaya Mission, and Chinmaya Yuva Kendra, they provide ways to bring spirituality through dynamic spirituality, as in through plays or activities, or so learn through doing in some way. And that's what exactly is happening to us in this play as well. So we joined because we were part of Yuva Kendra, but then through this play, not only acting, we've also learned about our own history and about many other things through this activity.
And since you all are IT professional, it's really surprising how you're having a love for this art and culture and tradition of India.
So I would say it's the inspiration of Swami Swatmanand, he's the head of Chinmaya Mission Mumbai, and he kind of gave us this opportunity, and he's the one who researched the play and directed the play as well. So he inspired us to come start.
And surely, and I'll ask simply, what is your character, what you're portraying?
So I am playing a character role of audience. When discourse is going on, Swami Vidyaranya is giving the discourse and we are listening to him. So he asked one question which just hit to me like that. So he asked that, do you know after whom it is named like Bharat?
the Bharat name.
Bharata, Raja Bharat. Yeah.
So after whom it being named. So
Okay.
till then I didn't know the answer. So it's like more the youths don't know such answers, such questions never arise only in our minds.
Okay.
So like that, so many questions arises in audience minds also when the discourse is going on.
Okay.
Then we get to know more answers from him, directly from him, and then he inspired us to fight for our culture, which is more important nowadays also. It is very important to like fight for our culture, and for that we should know more knowledge. We should have knowledge about it. If we don't have any knowledge, then we can't fight. Like that. So I just loved my character. So like being an audience, I'm
curious
witnessing
about-
all.
yeah.
I'm witnessing all the things, and I'm getting to know more things.
Yeah, definitely. And Gaurav, one more thing is that you're from Vipin is from South India and she is from Guwahati, right?
Yeah.
And I think Yamin is also from South and
Yes.
you're from North Bombay.
So I'm from Bombay, but like
Yeah.
I'm Kashmiri.
Kashmiri, Kashmiri Pandit hai hamare saath. So all of you all are from different parts of India and you've come together for this play. How is it? How was the experience meeting new people?
Yeah, I feel Vibin can
Yeah.
also chime in.
Yeah.
So I remember the first day we all met. Like we were actually not aware who is whom when we come. I mean, when we actually came together. So suddenly we were told we were revealed the characters on the first day. So I was told I am doing Hakka and Bukka and Hakka is done by Gaurav. So I was not aware who Gaurav was. Like I was like figuring who is Gaurav.
Okay.
And yeah, so the first meeting itself was met with the name of the character. Beyond the actual name of the person, the name of the character was which we all represented each other.
Okay.
So when we actually started more interaction, so we started to live that. Right now also I will see Gaurav is kind of is my real elder brother.
Wow.
So it's become like that. So that is the kind of bonding which has been created among each one of us. Like we actually doesn't know like personally who is doing what, who is what, nothing. But the kind of bonding which started when we started practicing together is something way beyond like friendship. You call it's a family bonding.
Yeah.
So that is something which I don't feel like no one once, like even after the play also, we will actually cherish this memory in our whole lifetime.
Yeah.
Which it's not easily we get anywhere else.
And are you planning for any future shows, not commercial, but as through the Chinmaya Yuva Kendra? Because its centers are having many centers all over Maharashtra also, and all over India also. So are you planning to take this play to other parts of the country?
Yes, Swamiji has a vision for it. And the first one we did it at the Chinmaya Vibhuti near Pune. So there's a big ashram near Pune, and there was a big youth conference there, which about 850 plus youth attended from all over India again. And that's where we did the first performance of this. And this is the second and third one that we'll be doing in Bombay. And after that also we have, Swamiji has plans and even a Hindi version will come in the future.
Yeah, Hindi should come.
So
Hindi hamari Rashtra Bhasha hai. So Hindi should come.
Mostly in the month of Feb next year, I feel we'll be getting it done.
Great. And through this interview, I would like to ask about the Chinmaya Yuva Kendra. What are the activities? So I think our listeners should also know. Our listeners also, most of them are youth. They belong to the youth category, so they should know about the Chinmaya Yuva Kendra. So you should share something about it, because when I was in college, I was associated with Chinmaya Yuva Kendra. I know little bit of it, but I think you can put more light on Chinmaya Yuva Kendra.
So mainly it has many grassroots activities Chinmaya Mission has. So one of this is youth wing of Chinmaya Mission. This is basically for youths. So currently I am doing a program of 1 year.
Okay.
So that is known as Youth Empowerment Program. So for that only I came from Guwahati to Mumbai.
Wow.
So I am staying here. So it's like giving 1 year, giving 1 year to Chinmaya Mission. It's like you will learn many things which you don't know. You will learn many things. It's not like basically of the school knowledge or college knowledge. You will know how to live life.
Yeah.
Which is more important now. This is more important, which nobody teaches us. How to like control your angers when you're getting angry. Basic things it is. How to control your emotions. Most of them carry forward, youths are carried forwarded by their emotions only. If they fail, they commit suicides and all, which is very sad. So like how to control, if we control our emotions, then it is like we have win our life, right?
Yeah.
Like that, it appears to me like that. So like that, if you are not capable to do like 1 year program, like this youth empowerment program, so you can attend many classes, youth classes, which is happening based on many texts, like where you drop, there is a text called drop. So it's a Yuvavir initiatives, one who completes this youth empowerment programs, it's a tag given to them, Yuvavir. So it's a book written by those Yuvavis. So in this book, I am reading it. So in this book, we came to know that we can drop many negative qualities which we have and which we don't know. We don't recognize it. And we have many negative qualities also. So through this story, it's a novel. So through small stories, we came to know that this is a negative thing in my mind or in my heart, which should not be there. So let's drop it. So like that only, we have many texts which is useful for youth and which will give benefits to them. So they can attend like once in a week. We have classes.
Okay. Yeah.
All over the Mumbai, we have youth classes. So they can connect to Chinmaya Yuva Kendra and then they can attend those classes.
So how I got involved was not through text but through trekking. So
Yeah,
so
we have adventures also. It's
since
not only text or classes. We have many camps going on.
Okay.
Camps also we had. Then we have trekkings. Many things we have.
And the cultural activities. Yeah.
cultural activities, and we also had like a midnight cycling ride to South Bombay. So, and there are a lot of fun activities interspersed with self development and awareness, as she said, because that's that kind of perspective is rare to have, and as she said rightly, that our education system lacks in that. Knowing yourself part. So knowing yourself and discovering your strengths and weaknesses, and building a strong foundation to take your life forward. So not only technical or vocational skills, but some life skills.
Yeah, inner peace. We should go towards getting inner peace. As many of us follows Aurobindo ji, then we have Swami Vivekananda ji, then we have Shri Ravi Shankar ji. So Chinmaya mission is also one part of it. So we have find our way out to follow anybody. Yeah. So thank you joining.
Acharya 90 FM 90